In the tapestry of self-discovery, a journey unfolds, a narrative of transcending inner turmoil and embracing conscious relaxation. Envision a profound transformation from self-imposed chaos to a serene existence, with every moment becoming a canvas for spiritual growth. To get to the point where I can say if I want to be okay, I need to stop creating this neurosis inside myself. Buying into it is not a way to stop it. If a kid's throwing a tantrum and you get him what he wants and you try to figure out what I need to do, that kid's going to keep throwing tantrums. If you spend your life trying to appease the part of you inside that is creating all these problems, it doesn't get better, it gets worse. So at some point, you realize I am creating this problem within myself. Life is not creating this problem. Life is just going about its business. Life is just unfolding like it's done for 13.8 billion years. And I just happen to be standing here at this particular point in time, seeing what life is doing at this particular moment. I keep saying that to you because at some point, you'll become conscious enough that it will blow your mind. All you're seeing in front of you is a result of 13.8 billion years of evolution going on everywhere across the universe. You're getting to see this point in time and space. That is what's happening, isn't it? That's what's there. If I took you out, it'd still be there, wouldn't it? I put you in, take out you, wish I could do that, drop into Paris, you'll see what's going on. It can't have anything to do with you. You weren't there a minute ago, but it's still going to be going on. You'll look and you'll see. I'm creating turmoil inside myself, no matter where I am. If I want to grow spiritually, that's what I need to work with. So why am I creating all this disturbance? Eventually, that's where I got to see it. The answer is very simple because I'm scared. That's why I'm doing it. So you look inside and say, why am I so scared? That's the bottom line. But I'm telling you, the only way you can do this is to relax. Otherwise, you're going to react. React to this fear, react to this anxiety, and you're like panic. You're like, I can't handle this. I can't handle this. I don't want to experience this. The next thing you know, you're saying things, doing things, acting in ways to try and not feel this disturbance that you created inside yourself for absolutely no reason. Nobody's telling you to do this. You don't have to do this. Like I told you in the past, why are you doing this with your past? It's over. It's done. It already happened, right? Well, why are you carrying that around inside and bothering yourself about it? Nobody's making you do that. There's nobody walking up to you constantly holding your past in your face. How many people run up to you and say, you did this when you were 5. Nobody knows but you. You didn't tell them, but you know you did it. On a general rule, 99.99% of the time, there is no one in life that is running up to you shoving your past in your face. But you are. You are constantly doing this inside yourself. Why? It's going to make you sick, but yet you do it. So your work is always to go deep enough within yourself to say, why am I doing this? I don't need to do this. It doesn't mean it's going to stop right away. It's a habit you've developed. But at least reach the point where the deepest part of your being knows, hey, the world is unfolding, and I should be able to handle it. What's the big deal? I'm just experiencing what's happening on the planet Earth. The past is over. The future hasn't happened. Just get that place inside. It's called witness consciousness. I'm in here experiencing what's happening. Anything else is something I'm doing to myself. So if the past is bothering me, understand the past is not bothering you. You're doing it. The past doesn't even exist. It's just something you're doing inside yourself. If you keep doing that, you will not be okay. What you need to do is stop doing it. And that's spiritual growth. So what I'm saying is the alternative to doing what you're doing is to relax. That may not make sense to you, but eventually it will. You're literally in there doing something that is making your past keep coming up, making yourself keep disturbing yourself. You are in there doing something that is making it so when you're perfectly safe standing in the aisles of Publix, you're scared or you're nervous, alright? You're doing that. The alternative to doing that is to relax. So a yogi or yogini realizes this and starts developing a habit with themselves. Wherever they find themselves for a moment, they take inventory and see. Look how tight I am. Look at the disturbance I'm creating. Relax. You won't want to relax. You'll want to do something to feel safer. It seems as though if I relax, I've exposed myself. There's nothing happening. Therefore, there's nothing wrong with opening up and letting go of this neurosis you're creating inside more and more. You start practicing relaxing. So, I'm standing in the presence with friends, and somebody's talking, and my mind is thinking about what I'm going to say back instead of listening to what they're saying. You start watching that, and you notice, why am I doing that? You'll see it's fear. In the midst of that, you relax. You relax, you just relax. What does that mean? Relax your shoulders, relax your chest, relax your tummy, because they get tight. Just do a wave of relax while I'm standing there. While you're standing there, no one will notice you just relax. What will happen? Because you chose to relax, you didn't allow yourself to get involved in this process of creating neurosis. Relaxation is the opposite of neurosis. That's why in yoga you relax. That's what it's all about. They go into different stages and postures of relaxation. If you relax inside wherever you are now, you're not going to do it every moment. Eventually you will. I'll get there in a second. But your practice now is at various points, regular points throughout the day. You catch yourself, you become present, and you look to see what's going on inside of you. I'm telling you what you're going to see is that you're creating tension. You're going to see that you're creating anxiety. You're going to see that you're creating a storm in there when nothing's happening outside. And one way to tell is if it is about the past. That's not happening outside. The past is not happening outside. It already did. It's over. So if you're disturbed about anything that has to do with the past, then it's what I'm talking about, isn't it? You're creating disturbance for yourself where there doesn't need to be. Same thing with the future. The future hasn't happened yet. If you are creating worries and anxieties about the future that's not in front of you, those are things you're doing. The alternative to doing that is to relax. If I'm relaxing, if I'm using my will to relax, then I didn't put my whole heart and soul into using my will to create a hard time for myself. I am telling you, if you think life is hard, you will eventually reach the point that 95% of all the hard times that you're experiencing, you're creating for yourself. At the most, the unfolding of life in front of you might create 5% of your disturbances. Every moment of your life, you are creating disturbance for yourself. You need to stop doing that. So one way of doing that is this practice of relaxation. You will find yourself in different situations. Most of them are neutral. There's nothing going on. Relax, just give yourself this right to relax. I'm telling you, it will change your life, even those moments. I used to do every time I got into a car before I started. I would just relax. Every time I got out, I'd relax. Every time I would find myself in a situation, I have to open a door, I have to go through a door. You go through a lot of doors during the day. Every time I would remember I'm on the planet Earth about to go through a door, and just relax, it changed my life. Those moments of relaxation will change your entire life. Why? You'll become more conscious. 1. You're being conscious by being there. And 2. What you're doing when you're conscious is not participating in destroying your life by creating neurosis for yourself. How many times have you worried about something that never happened? Well, a lot. There are a lot of things, like I said. The past is over, so if you're having disturbance with the past, that's wasted. The future hasn't happened, so if you're having disturbance about the future, that's wasted. The situations in front of you that are unfolding, if you're creating disturbance about them because you're embarrassed, you're self-conscious, you're doing that. By the time you're done, what I noticed is like 95% of my problems are me. Not the root of my problems, but it's something I'm doing inside myself that's creating this tremendous turmoil and tension and disturbance. Therefore, for me to try to solve that with anything other than stop doing it, that's your spiritual path. Stop doing unto yourself what you're doing unto yourself. You need to learn to develop a healthy relationship with yourself. And you do that first by catching yourself in the present moment and seeing what are you doing to yourself. Because if it is not happening out there, and you're just experiencing the outside, and that is not 99% of the time, the outside is not a disturbance. It is you that is creating disturbance, no matter what's happening. It's a disturbance if you are driving down the street. There's no disturbance. But you look and see what's going on inside of you, and you're going to see tension, anxiety, all kinds of stuff. You are doing that. So the alternative is while you're driving, catch yourself. What do I do if I see myself thinking about the past? Relax. What do I do if I see myself worrying about the future 20 years from now? Relax. What do I do if I find myself scared, and I'm looking around to make sure I'm okay with everything? Relax. And so, the story concludes with a newfound understanding that the true author of our hardships lies within. By consciously choosing relaxation over turmoil, we rewrite the script of our existence. In the grand cosmic dance, we become both artists and spectators, shaping our reality with each deliberate act of serenity.